This time I'd like to call to order the West Baton Rouge Parish Council meeting for Thursday, October 9th, 2025. If anyone has any electronic devices on your possession, would you please silence them? For opening prayer, I'm going to ask Councilman Atlee Walker to lead us in the opening prayer, and afterward, Mr. Philip Burgoyne to lead us in the pledge.
I'd like to have a moment of silence regarding the recent death of Sheriff's Deputy Charles Riley, who was killed in the line of duty on Monday, October the 6th. Thank you. Lord, Father God in heaven, place a hedge of protection around our law enforcement officers. Place a hedge of protection, Lord, around our children. Place a hedge of protection around our neighborhoods and our communities. Lord, the enemy is real, but your power is greater. Your word tells us that greater is he that is in you than greater than he that is in the world. Lord, help us. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Atlee. Thank you there, Philip. Council log in attendance. May the record show we have a quorum. Item 5, minutes approval. A, approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of September 25th, 2025. If everyone's had a chance to look over those minutes, have a motion by Mr. Hotard, second by Ms. Andre to approve. I'll go ahead and open the machines to vote for approval. Minutes are approved. Item 6, consider any amendments to the agenda. We have none. Item 7, Parish President's Report. Mr. Jason Manoa.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, council members. I'll just go over a few things with you. October 1st, the Beauty of Life Garden dedication was with the West Baton Rouge Garden and Civic Club was done. It's right by our 4-H building, right by the Lewis Mook Arena. We get an opportunity to go out and look. It's, like I said, a pink garden that was dedicated October 1st to breast cancer awareness, but it's also not just breast cancer, but all cancer. Met with Miss Ellie Bear, who does our Vision West, the October, towards the end of October, the next Vision West will be coming out to all residents. Was approached this week from New Gen in regards to an ITEP recommendation. As you guys know, now there's the local committee, which this one is actually in the city of Port Allen. So Mayor Baton, myself, the sheriff, and the school board, we're all involved in this. We're asking for a little different additional information. In the past, they've always provided us with like a pro forma, like what it would look like for the next 10 years as far as tax revenue. This is just a recommendation for it to go before the CNI board. As you guys know, this committee only makes recommendations. The final authority is with the governor's office and so forth. So I just wanted to mention that New Gen is looking at manufacturing, and that's parts for like 18-wheelers, big trucks and things along those lines. Things that they had actually in the past contracted out with other companies, they're actually taking in-house and doing it locally in West Baton Rouge Parish. Last night I attended the City of Port Allen council meeting to discuss our drainage tax renewal. Some of you may have saw, but WFB did a story yesterday. They came by also and did a story on the drainage tax renewal. Monday, Philip and I both will be kind of splitting duties. Philip will be at the Sheriff's Posse doing a presentation. I will be at the town of Brewley. On Tuesday, we'll be at the town of Addis. Wednesday, we're talking teachers in service about it. Thursday, meeting with Dow on the sales tax exclusion, having a meeting with them. Westside Women's Club, also Thursday at lunch. We'll be talking, be presenting to those folks. And just a couple other things. Today I actually met at the Louisiana Community Development Authority Board. I'm actually a member of that, and that's in regards to our sewer consolidation bond that we have there. So we had that meeting today. And then finally, on October 22nd, I was asked to sit on a panel for the Louisiana Chemical Association and Industry Alliance, be a panel of parish presidents at their annual meeting. So With that, I know Brandon's going to come up in just a minute and give an update on the LA 415 connector, but if anybody has any other questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Any questions for Jason? Good? Thank you, Jason.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jason.
All right. Moving to item 8, these are public comments, general public comments, which are non-agenda items. If anyone has anything they'd like to come up and speak. Anyone from the public? If we have none, we'll move forward. Moving to item 9, communications with council members and or elected or appointed officials. Go ahead there, Brad.
Yep, so, to follow up on the, 415 discussion from, last meeting, essentially, DOTD, the design team, and the construction team has set up, 2 meetings each week for basically the, 3 locations that I kind of mentioned that were being looked at, being reworked. That's the LA1 intersection for the future 415 connector, the Sunplus intersection, and then at the I-10 area. Essentially how the meetings are working is on Thursday morning, as I'm gonna start later in the week, the engineering team shows up with the alternatives for each of those locations. So far, we've done the LA1 intersection. This morning was the Sunplus intersection. Basically going through different alternatives, pluses, minuses, you know, why they think one's better than the other, so on and so forth. The following Tuesday is the risk register meeting, where basically the construction team looks at what the engineers put down and go through risk and what they think is most constructible. They put their own kind of estimate together, nothing official, but just kind of ballparks of what they think is either the most expensive, the least expensive, so on and so forth. And basically be, I guess, another week and a half to get to the I-10, to that Tuesday meeting to discuss them. And basically they will create a risk registry matrix for the alternatives, basically trying to, you know, basically list which one is the best, which some of them are, you know, not the best, so on and so forth. So that's kind of the standpoint that we're at from a plans perspective. They said that the 30% CMARs, which was originally supposed to be in September, which was originally supposed to be in April when I started, the date for those is November 7th, and then that November 7th would basically be the cost reconciliation meetings that I mentioned in the last meeting. The other, I guess, major date that I'll throw out is per the state's TIFIA agreement, construction must start in mid of 2027. So basically, once these 30% and all these alternatives and everything get ironed out in, you know, basically a month, that's going to be kind of how the rest of the project schedule works out. Basically trying to get to some construction plans at some point. With this being a CMAR project, you know, you don't have to do everything at once for that deadline, but there has to be, you know, start. You know, shovel in the ground at least. So that's kind of where we stand right now. I just wanted to kind of give an update on all that stuff being worked out. I'm sitting in both meetings in these weeks and just trying to kind of gather as much information and give my input if they think that means much. So just want to mention that. I'm going to try and do these, you know, in this like first meeting of the month just to keep everybody informed since we're kind of in this wait and see period, just what exactly everything's going to look like. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Brandon. Think we're good. Go ahead there. Chance?
All right, first off, before I get into the financials, you have in front of you your budgets, 2026. So please get familiar with those. Presentations will obviously be October 27th, 28th, and we'll go through in great detail. All right, so real quick, I'm not going to spend all night up here. Got some other stuff coming to you later. General fund, as always, starting off, so we want the blue at top. We're through 9 months. This is through September, so you're going to want to be running around 75%. You'll see at the top, sales tax still lagging a little. Sales tax still lagging a little bit behind. We're going to need some good collections these last 2 months to hit that budget number, or we'll be slightly under. Overall, though, for the general fund, revenue is running at 83.25%, which is good. If you'll flip to expenses, again, so expenses you want to be at or below, ideally the 75% mark, which we're hitting fine. We're at 69.77 on operating expenses for the year 2025. Moving on to the other operating funds that we have, our main funds, special revenue funds, and so forth. Again, 75% is that mark you want to hit. The green you'll see is 87% for all the revenues combined. I think pretty much everyone is at or above that 75% mark on the revenues. And then so move down to the expenses, same case. We're at a total of 68.82%, so under that 75% mark. That's great. And then pretty much every fund is riding that 75% mark or below. So we're in good shape financially. Again, you'll see our projections through the end of the year at the budget presentations, but this is just through September. Just be happy to answer any questions you may have on that, or you see me again later.
Okay, thank you,
all.
Chance. Good stuff. Thank you, I appreciate it. Council members, this is your time. Anybody's got anything? Y'all are good? All right, we're gonna move forward. Moving to item 10, public hearing on previously introduced ordinances. Item 8, an ordinance to amend and reenact Part 3 Unified Development Code, Chapter 111, Administration and Enforcement. Article 4, Zoning Enforcement, Section 111-78, Special Conditions, Use Requirements, and Procedures. Let me open up by saying this is a public hearing. I'm gonna open up that public hearing this time. Go ahead there, Brandon.
Yep, changes to the special use procedures. First little tidbit is basically the special use permit shall be considered unless it is specified in Appendix A. Basically, the way I put this is if you have Ag 3 and, like, for instance, tonight you need an I-2 operation, you can't ask for Ag 3 with special use for that I-2 operation. It has to be fully rezoned. And then kind of going through, just adding some different requirements. Legal plat, requiring a site plan with buffers and fencing and outside storage, whatnot. The fees basically just covering up for whatever the advertisement fee instead of it being a flat rate. And then basically two different instances, basically saying that the council has the ability to revisit any special use permit for reconsideration. And there was also an item added for temporary facilities related to public road construction, shall have a time frame stipulated with the current ongoing project. Once the project's been completed, they shall have 30 days to vacate the premises of those temporary items.
Okay.
So that's just kind of a quick rundown. This was recommended for approval unanimously with a 5-0 vote. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you there, Brandon, for that information. This is a public hearing. Anyone from the public would like to speak on this item? Anyone from the public? We have none. I'm gonna close the public hearing, open up discussion to the council. I currently have a motion by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Lane. Mr. Babin to approve?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna open the machines, vote for approval. That motion passed. Move into item B. An ordinance amending Chapter 104 zoning to incorporate amended zoning designation map zoning plan under Section 104-3 establishment of districts, official zoning map, and Section 111-78 special conditions use requirements and procedures for request of Michael Kaufman at MBK Land LLC regarding property located at 838 Highway 190 West, Port Allen, Louisiana, 70767, file number 2025-25, described by the WBR assessor as Track E7-W, part of Track E-E, continuation of 4.59 acres, Bel Air Industrial Park, requesting a special use permit for record service storage facility in I-2. This is a public hearing. I'll go ahead and open that public hearing up. Go ahead there, Brian.
Yep, so this is for Deep South Towing for a towing yard, which falls under our record service definition of the code. Currently has a administrative special use permit that was approved on August 27th. The property currently is I-2, asking for the special use, kind of like I mentioned previously. And everything in this area, for the most part, is currently I-2. I know right at the corner, there's a C1.3 for storage business, I believe. And then there's another I-2 special use further down the service road right before you get to US 190. For the special use, I had said that, I don't believe that this would cause undue congestion and traffic and stuff like that because it is on a service road. I forget the road, Holloway Road maybe that intersects it. But I had put that on my, you know, analysis, whatnot. And yeah, they had some people in the planning and zoning meeting. I'm gonna let them, you know, air the complaints or whatnot. But one of them did kind of mention, you know, theft being an issue. Somebody mentioned traffic in the area. So just for when the special use comes, for any stipulations, if y'all would want to grant that approval, you know, take into account. This was recommended for approval by P&Z with a unanimous 5-0 vote
All
on
right.
Tuesday.
Thank you for that information there, Brandon.
Thank you.
Again, this is a public hearing. Let me just state this, council rules, we have a 3-minute time limit if you come up and speak on any item. Anyone wants to come up, now's the time to do it from the public. You have a 3-minute rule. Yes, sir. Come on up, state your name for the record.
Louis B. Veely with TMI Enterprise. I'm usually the guy here asking for approval for permits, but this is the first time I believe y'all see me here to object to a permit. And I think it's, I do agree that the zoning to the left is I-2, the zoning to the center is I-2, the zoning all around is I-2. I'm all good with what's happening right now. There's plenty of beautiful trucks and trailers going in and out. And the same as on ours, the TMI side, which you see to the right of the Holloway Road. To the left is the property that's want zoning for the wrecker yard, which I feel more like a junkyard, but I know we're gonna call it a wrecker yard. But anyway, so I built my corporate office here to the right, and been in building for 45 years. And I just don't agree that that's the perfect place to put it. The zoning is I-2 all around it, but there's not like wrecking yards completely around this facility. So I'm just personally asking to, you know, there's only 2 places I wouldn't want it that I get right at the moment. It's, I wouldn't want it in my yard, and I wouldn't want it in my corporate office. I got to thinking I spend more time at my corporate office than I actually spend at my house. So it could be, if y'all vote for this thing, it will be something I'll have to look at every morning for the rest of my years, I suppose. But so I'm just saying that we have 39 employees in the corporate office. We got 365 feet of view from our side. There's another 300 feet of road view from the front, which is the service road. And then, of course, Mr. Levine would have a lot of view from his side. So I know there's a lot of trucks and trailers, but I just don't think it sure doesn't make me happy, but we have deals we have to deal with. So let's get back into the feet. It's actually 65 feet from the side of my office line, from the property line. I mean, if we put a sign together, if I put a sign up, we put a sign, would be 119 feet from the signage. And it was just, I don't know, I just have a little trouble getting used to the thought of I'm gonna have a junkyard right beside me, a wrecking yard. But I think there's a lot of places it can go. I'm definitely not after anything other than I just don't think that's the right place for it to be, and it surely will affect me. Everybody's pretty much saw the office, and that's pretty much the picture of the office, and
Okay.
that's what I'll have.
Okay.
So hopefully y'all have pre-made y'all decisions, and hopefully y'all do the right thing.
All right. Thank you
so
there,
much.
Mr. Louis. Anyone else would like to come up and speak on this item?
Good evening. My name is Jamie Yearwood. I represent Waring Oil Company. We're to the west of this place where they're going to put in the yard at. My only concern is we're spending a lot of money there. We're renovating, and I hate to have an eyesore. There's vehicles and stuff outside when we walk outside and look at this thing. And then also, I mentioned, I believe it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, about the safety, like EV batteries and stuff like that. Being able to catch fire and stuff after a period of time. We got oil, gas, all that kind of good stuff over there. So that's my safety. That's what I worry about on that side. But that's what we object. That's what we're talking about. We just want to. Just a lot of money we're spending over there.
What do you do at your business?
Well, we haven't opened yet, but we just got the roof put on, gutted it. We're going to be putting in lubes, fuel. We're going to have a distribution center there. Yep, it's coming. It's quick. So
Gotcha.
hopefully in 90 days we'll be there.
What's your property's address?
956 Highway 19. It's right beside. It's to the west.
Okay, so you're on the other side of the property.
Yes.
Yellow freight.
Yeah.
Oh, yellow freight.
No yellow freight.
956.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay,
But yeah, hopefully it won't look like yellow freight much longer, so we're trying to make it look a little bit better, so, but that's it.
Okay.
Thank y'all for your
thank
time.
you, sir. Anyone else would like to speak on this matter? Yes, ma'am, come on up, state your name for the record.
Good evening, I'm Leisha Doucette, and I work for the Vealey family, TMI Enterprise. I've been there for 26 years in January, and I agree with Louis, it's not a good place for it. We've spent millions of dollars in trying to clean up that area. When I got there, our office wasn't a whole lot. We've bought massage parlors and destroyed all of that and rebuilt it up. The Kaufmans have done a great job in getting their place looking nice, and I just feel like it's a step backwards if we start having a bunch of wrecked vehicles stored at this facility or just hanging out there until they can get moved. I also get there at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's dark. I would not feel quite as safe if there was a establishment next door that had sleeper trucks in it where the homeless could sleep or any of that. So I'm just saying, I think that area has really improved, and it's done a lot of improvement for the parish. You can go down 190. Dude's Trailer Park is not there anymore. We've cleaned all that up, and that's just my take on it. And thank you for your time.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else would like to speak on this item? Yes, sir. Come on up, state your name for the record.
Andy Vealey, Vice President of TMI Enterprise and Property Manager. We have about 100 properties in the area, and 4 of them are record yards / tow yards. Out of those 4, we got all the properties adjacent to them. They get robbed, burglarized 10 to 1 compared to the rest of our properties. The Louisiana record is our property too. If they ever default on that lease, we'll probably pull that permit because it just creates too much burglaries around the area. Our trucks get broke into all the time, the offices get broke into, and I just think it's gonna bring a lot more criminal activity to the area. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy.
Excuse me, bud.
Andy, come on back up. I think one of the councilmen want to address you.
Yes. It creates more burglary at y'all's place of business?
At the neighbors and at the truck stop at Super Lucky Lou's, the trucks get broke into, and
Okay.
we pay West Baton Rouge Sheriff 6 hours a night to patrol that service road.
Okay. Do y'all have a fence around y'all's property?
Parts of it.
Is would a fence stop this burglary?
No, they cut holes through the fences.
Well, that,
We repair fences probably once a month at our record yards
but
from them cutting holes in them.
okay. All right, okay, I'm not gonna say anymore, that's good.
Well, I have a question for you, buddy, one
Yes,
just
sir.
real quick. I'm kind of confused, I guess. So I think I'm understanding you say because there is an existing record yard, Louisiana towing on y'all property, that creates burglaries to?
Since we put that there, yes, we've had increase in burglaries.
Who's there?
Louisiana Towing is there. We got the truck
Yeah,
stop
who's
next
there?
door, Super Lucky Louie's, the trucks, all the trucks that park
At
there.
what point in time is these crimes being committed? I mean, I wouldn't think nobody stays there or lives there or.
The
Why is
trucks,
this that-
the
well-
trucks are parked at the truck stop all night, every night. at
I know,
different-
but I'm being led to believe that the crimes are being committed because it's a towing yard, a record yard.
At the record yard, but then the properties adjacent to it get burglarized more often than the properties not adjacent to a record yard.
Because it has a record yard there.
I believe so, yes, sir.
Okay.
I think it just brings that activity to the area.
All right.
So,
Go ahead, Kurt.
go ahead. What is this address?
Okay. Anyone else would like to come up and speak on this item? Yes, sir. State your name for the record, please.
Joseph Hidalgo, Deep South Towing and Recovery, President. I've heard a lot of complaints, basically, for use of better words, about burglary and, the place looking like a junkyard.
Could you get,
Better?
There you go. Yeah.
Sorry about
Appreciate
that.
Thank you.
I've heard a lot of complaints, basically, about the place looking like a quote-unquote junkyard or homeless people living there. You cannot base a decision off of what my operation is gonna look like versus the next man's, right? That would be biased and unfair. We will be the standard. As of right now, today, before even opening in this parish, I have more heavy-duty tow trucks than anyone in Baton Rouge. My past was part owner of Guys Towing and Recovery, which we operated 110 trucks, and we ran a Class A business. My ex-business partner just finished writing the Louisiana Public Service Commission rates and updated rules. So to say we're gonna come in here and trash the place, absolutely not. As far as keeping cars in a junkyard, it is not made to be a junkyard. Per state police, Public Service Commission, once we get the car, if you choose to come get your automobile, tractor, trailer, whatever the case may be, you can pick it up, pay your bill, and go. If you choose to leave it, which people do, by law, after 90 days, I can apply for a permit to resale or a dismantlement permit. Now, here's the catch-22 of that. I am not in the dismantlement business because you have to get a dismantlement permit from the state. And I'm not in the car business. So the cars that we get stuck with, they're gonna go across the scales. I don't want that.
You know that dismantling would not be
100%.
allowed on this property.
100%.
So this is storage.
100%.
Storage for towed vehicles.
100%. And I have no intention to. It's a beautiful lot. The gravel's nice, and I want to keep the gravel nice. I don't want all kind of DEQ problems, We just want to tow trucks, man. Tow trucks and cars. That's all we're here to do.
Couple questions about the
Absolutely.
quality of the yard that y'all are planning.
100%.
What's the, with your best estimate, what's the maximum number of vehicles that this yard could see at any time?
Cars and tractor trailers, or just cars?
I guess cars you're bringing to the lot. Or
Towed
anything
vehicles.
you're towing.
Right.
Influx
That's-
vehicles.
According to the Baton Rouge call count, rough numbers, pretty close, you average probably 100 car calls a week. So 4 weeks in a month, 400 cars. Tractor trailers is usually 2 to 3 a week. As far as rotation calls, which would be the only thing you're impounding for, right? So you figure, I would say probably 30% stay. So at any given time, I would expect somewhere probably around 60 cars on the yard, that's in transit of waiting for the permit to,
And 3 to 5 18-wheelers.
right.
Go ahead, sir. Continue because you're answering the councilman's questions. Go
Right.
ahead.
What's your hours of operation, 24 hours?
8 to 5, staffed in the office as per state law, through the Public Service Commission, and yes, the trucks run 24/7.
Any plans to put a safety or opaque screen on the fencing that's on the property?
Yes, sir. Don't know what you call a black paper, but basically it's a black net, goes through the chain link all the way around it. That has to be done as per state police. It has to have at least a 6-foot hurricane fence as per state police. So to get on the rotation, all that has to be done. We've just kind of held up to get past this point of it, not to incur any additional expense. It has spotlights all the way around the yard. I mean, if you go out there at night, it's bright. We have a brand new building we put out there. And also it's gonna have audio and video surveillance all the way around the property.
Where's the building gonna be in relation to the current fence line?
Can you zoom in a little bit for me?
Is it there now?
Yep.
Okay.
It's 35 foot, if you look at the corner of the fence from the road, it's 35 foot exactly to the corner of the building. And from the fence you see right there, not the road fence, but the second fence, it is, right, that one right there. It's set back 10 foot. So 35 in, 10 back. And per the site plan, they asked at least 30 foot from the fence, at least 15 foot from the road, so we just went a little bit further.
And there will be no stacking of vehicles on the property?
Absolutely not.
Is there gonna be another way in?
So this is the only entrance we have, the main one right here on the service road. It has a electric gate, keypad entry. It also has the fire, entry. And if you scroll down in between us and TMI, there's another gate, but we have it actually blocked off with cement, I guess you'd call it pilings for use of better words. But no, that gate will not be accessible.
You had something, Shaq? You go ahead. You can get on the floor now.
You say, so you say you're gonna have one entrance right now, that's the one coming in the front, right?
Yes, sir.
So which way are you gonna, with an 18-wheeler tractor, pulling the 18-wheeler tractor, which way you gonna come in from? The, I guess that would be the west? Which way you gonna come in to that driveway?
You can actually come from either way. It's wide enough to turn east or west.
With the 18-wheeler?
Yes, sir.
That's tight.
Yes, sir. We actually tried it.
That's gonna be very tight right there. I can't see that because coming around that curve to make a right turn in that main driveway, I looked at it yesterday. I can't even do it with a 40-foot trailer.
We actually did it.
Unless I take the whole road.
We hooked the truck and trailer to the 50-ton and did it.
Okay. I'm just looking at the safety part of it because that curve, that's a deep curve. If you're coming from the east to try and make a turn, make a right in there, once you look to the right, and it's clear, by the time you look back again, keeping the tail end from going in a ditch, a car is already on you.
I don't want to talk out of turn, but I believe that driveway's 60 foot wide at the culvert.
Don't matter. If you got a 18 tractor trailer and an 18-wheeler.
Yes, sir.
I would like to see that. But anyway, thank you.
Absolutely. Anyone else?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Anyone else would like to speak on this item? Anyone else? If I have no one else, I'm going to close the public hearing, open up discussion to the council. I see actually I have some motions on the floor. I have a motion by Mr. Go ahead there, Kirk. You got something? Go ahead, bud.
So, and I know y'all done a lot for Parish and St. Louis, and I'm not trying to be rude in any kind of way, but we have a record yard at 1132 right down the road, correct? That's right at 1,000 feet from this property, right? I just have a hard time looking at the map, looking at the property, looking where it's at, having a hard time determining that this is not the right area for a record yard when they have one 1,000 feet from it. I mean, we got industrial areas in the parish, and I think industrial needs to be in industrial, and it doesn't need to be in residential or commercial. Industrial needs to stay with industrial. And to me, this West Service Road right here off of 190, if I got a record yard 1,000 feet down the road from another record yard, to me, that's where I want record yards to be. I don't want them next to somebody's house. I don't want them next to a place of business of a commercial business, as in I don't know, something like a retail, store on LA1 or something like that, a storefront of LA1 on. But if you're gonna have them next to other I-2 areas, I think, to me, this is an area where record yards need to be. That's just my take on it, looking at the map and going ride in front of it and seeing where the record yard on 1132 on that same road is. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Kurt. Anyone else? Go ahead, Shaq.
Yes.
You had something?
And I'm just saying this from the, from a safety point of view, that's kind of tough. I rode it yesterday and I looked at it coming from either side with an 18-wheel pulling a 18-wheeler tractor pulling a 18-wheel. And I'm just looking at it from the safety side.
Well, we'd have to probably solve that during the planning phase of this, once we get there.
Right.
And that'll all be worked out through Brandon's office.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. If there's no other discussion amongst the council, I have a motion by Mr. Crowe, second by Mr. Babin. Mr. Crowe, to approve this item.
I'm gonna make a motion to approve, but I'm gonna add to the special use requirement of the fencing. We need the opaque fencing that you agreed to have. We're gonna make that a condition of the special use. So that way we can monitor it and make sure that you're doing it and have some repercussions if it's not done.
Or you want that on all four sides?
No, the highway sides.
The
Roadway.
roadway side?
Roadway sides.
Roadway side.
The sides
South
around
and
the-
east side of the property.
Holloway and the service road.
Okay? All right. Mr. Walker?
Yeah, I have something I want to add. So the site planning would include the footprint for the T-piece turning in and out of that lot,
Yes,
and that would be through Brandon's office.
that's correct.
Thank you.
Okay? All right.
Michelle, do we need to include no crushing, dismantling of vehicles in that, or does this zone not allow that to begin with?
I don't know, I have to read the definition.
The definition of the storage including this does not allow dismantling
Okay.
within the definition.
Because it's the storage.
And no stacking.
Only storage.
Yeah, stacking, does it say anything about stacking?
It does not address stacking, only dismantling.
Can we add no stacking
add no
into the special
stacking?
use
Absolutely,
permit?
that's what your special use is for.
No stacking of vehicles in the special use permit.
Okay, so again, you got it, Michelle?
Got it.
The condition set forth by Councilman Crowe and the condition set forth, no stacking by Mr.
How
Houghton.
many days he said he's gonna, those cars are gonna sit there? How many days are those cars?
That's state law, 90 days.
That's state law,
That's a
90
state
days,
law. We don't
state
need to
law.
put that in
Okay.
our special use.
Okay, all right. Do I need to go over this again? I think we got it, right? All right,
No stacking.
and we are voting for approval. All right, I'm opening the machines to vote for approval with the stated conditions. That motion passed. Moving to item C, an ordinance amending chapter 104 zoning to incorporate amended zoning designation map, zoning plan under section 104-3, establishment of districts, official zoning map, and section 111-78, special conditions, use requirements, and procedures for request of Michael Kaufman with MBK Land LLC regarding property located at 838 Highway 190 West, Port Allen, Louisiana, 70767, file number 2025-26, described by the WBR assessor as track E7 and WPO track E8, continuation of 4.59 acres, Bel Air Industrial Park, requesting a special use permit for commercial seasonal fireworks in I-2. This is a public hearing. I'm gonna open that public hearing up. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yep, for fireworks stand, basically, I believe this is going on the southwest corner of the property we just discussed. And I believe it's supposed to be open for about 90 days, Charlie?
Not even that. It's 30 days open the whole season.
30 days open the whole season throughout the year for that, just to give a seasonal time frame for it.
Gotcha.
And this was recommended for approval with unanimous 5-0 vote at
All
P&Z.
right. Thank you, Brandon. Anyone else would like to speak on this item while the public hearing's open? If I have no one, I'm gonna close the public hearing, open up discussion to the council. I currently have a motion by Mr. Lane, second by Ms. Andre to approve. Mr. Lane,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go ahead and open the machines, vote for approval. That motion passed. Move into item D, an ordinance to amend and reenact the West Baton Rouge Code of Ordinances, Part 3, Unified Development Code, Chapter 101, General Provisions, Section 101-1, Definitions, and Chapter 105, Subdivisions, Article 2, Minimum Design Standards, Section 105-40, Improvements. This is a public hearing. I'm going to open the public hearing at this time. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yep, so the definition we are taking out, basically this definition is in there twice. It says marine services, boat sales service, recreational is the one we are keeping. That recreational is in the appendix where we give, what zoning it could go into. So we're just deleting a duplicate definition. And then for the utilities, we are changing the 800-foot interval for the fire hydrants to 1,000, basically just matching our minor subdivision. That was on 1,000. Might as well make them be the same number and make a bit more sense, I guess. And this was recommended for approval with a unanimous vote at P&Z.
All right, thank you there, Brandon. This is a public hearing. Anyone else from the public would like to speak on this item? Anyone from the public? If I have none, I'm going to close the public hearing, open up discussion to the council. I currently have a motion by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Crowe to approve. Mr. Babin?
Yes, sir.
I'll go ahead and, if there's no discussion, I'll open the machines to vote for approval. That motion passed. Moving to item 11, introduction of ordinances. Ms. Michelle.
Yes, sir.
An ordinance adopting the 2025 council amendments to the fire department budgeted expenses for the fiscal year beginning January 1, 2025 and ending December 31, 2025. Public hearing date October 23, 2025. Be an ordinance adopting the 2025 council amendments to the detention center budgeted expenses for the fiscal year beginning January 1, 2025 and ending December 31, 2025. Public hearing date October 23, 2025. See an ordinance to amend and reenact the West Baton Rouge Parish Code of Ordinances, Chapter 22, Elections, Article 1 in general, Section 22.3, Council Meetings, Attendance, and Roll Call. Public hearing date October 23, 2025. D, an ordinance to amend and reenact the West Baton Rouge Parish Code of Ordinances, Part 3, Unified Development Code, Chapter 109, Property Maintenance, Article 5, Abandoned Vehicles and Junk, Section 109-100, Abandonment of Junked Vehicles and Other Items, and enact Section 109 through 104, 109-104 through 109-112. Public hearing date October 23, 2025.
Thank you, Michelle. Moving item 12, consider status report, change order, and/or other matters as required on current projects. Have one, item A, accept, reject administration bid recommendation on detention center projects.
Yep, members of the council, you've seen this budget for the last couple of years in the detention center fund. So this is our camera system upgrade. So we're recommending, we had two bidders. We're recommending accepting the bid from SmartCom, both the base and the alternate. The alternate, that is the intercom system that was added when we went out for bid. When they got in there and realized that it needed to be replaced, it's actually the original intercom system from when that jail was built. Tell us how long, 20 years? Yeah, so even longer than that. So we recommend accepting the base bid. That's for all the cameras, and then you have the alternate for the intercom system, and bring it to a total of $823,259.98.
Okay. Thank you. They had a chance. Being specific, that's 28 years.
28.
Almost 30 years. Yeah, wow.
It's almost older than I am.
Got our money's worth on that one, huh?
Yeah, that intercom system lasted.
All right. All right, thank you, Chance. Have a motion by Mr. Hotard, second by Mr. Gordon to approve, Mr. Hotard?
Yep. Yes.
I'll go ahead and open the machines. Mr. Crow's. Wow. I don't know. I guess he went to. I guess he went to a restroom. I'm not sure. No, he went that way. I thought he was going to the restroom.
We'll get him out.
I did too.
Wow.
I thought he was going to get water. There he is.
Come on, we vote.
After this one, I'd like to make a quick comment.
After what?
After y'all vote, a quick comment on something else.
Sure, sure. You know,
Need to lock you in.
all So that motion passed. Jason, you had a comment? You had something?
Yeah, just a quick comment. I pressed my button, but I didn't get in early enough. When
I'm
y'all were
sorry.
talking about the, that's okay, when y'all were talking about the special use permit for the commercial seasonal fireworks, one of the conditions I was thinking about, I know it's after the fact now, is a lot of these pop-up fireworks stands on the day, they'll actually pop a lot of fireworks. You'll see fireworks going off, and it being so close to an oil facility that they just talked about, we want to limit as a condition not to actually set off fireworks at the fireworks stand, just sale of fireworks. And it's just something I just thought about for y'all consideration, if you would.
Hope they don't go off.
Can we do that after we vote on it? Voted on it?
I don't think we can. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think we can change it now.
Yeah.
I didn't, it's a good thought. I didn't think about
It's
it.
just a thought, I'm just.
It's a good thought.
Put it in Mr. Kaufman's ear that, I mean,
Can their office, can y'all office Brandon and them have a conversation about that? Yeah, go ahead, Malvin.
I'm pretty sure you can't do that for state fire marshal anyways.
well,
Yeah.
we know most of them shouldn't be, but.
That'll be-
That's something with fire marshal that they can
Yeah.
mandate it.
Yeah.
Fire marshal.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We won't have a problem with that any.
All right, move into item 13, resolutions. A, resolution authorizing the parish president to enter into an entity state agreement with LADOTD to provide a 25% match for the emergency services facility state project number 50-J61-24-01.
Yep, so members of the council, I actually got with Michelle right before the meeting, there'll be a little amendment. So it's not an entity agreement with LATD, and we are already in a cooperative endeavor agreement with the governor's office. This is that money for the fire/sheriff's facility out in Irwinville.
Yep.
For some reason, even though we are already in an agreement that shows our match, and they know we have it budgeted, they want a resolution saying we are committing 25% to it. I even included all my correspondence in there, I believe, in the packet with this guy and all the requirements they have to have.
All right, thank you, Chance. Got a motion by Mr. Lane, second by Mr. Gordon to approve this resolution. I'm opening the machines to vote for approval. That motion passed. I got the resolution, Chance. Item B, a resolution expressing the West Baton Rouge Parish Council support of the parish president updating public records request policy and fee schedule. Go ahead there, Chance.
All right, members of the council. So we adopted the fee schedule that we have back in 2015, so about a decade ago. So what we're bringing to you is updating that policy to kind of bring up the fees. So I'll list them out so everybody's on the same page. You got it $1 per page for 1 to 25 pages, then it goes down to 50 cents per page for pages 26 to 500, and down again to 25 cents for every page after that. One of the stipulations we're adding, and one of the most important of stipulations that we're adding to the policy is a 75% deposit. Reason being, if a large company comes in, requests 500 pages worth of stuff, we tell them how much it's going to be to get it, and then they ghost and they don't come get it, and we spent say 5 hours doing it. So this requires a deposit up front to begin the records pulling, and then the difference is paid after. If we overestimate, then we pay the person back. So that's how that works. Just to give you a little comparison around, so I looked at other entities around, and state law allows non-state entities, so us and other parish entities, to set their own reasonable fees. We don't have to follow the state. So some other surrounding areas, Iberville, that have at least $1, or they have a fee structure we're proposing, so a declining fee structure. So some similar entities. You got Iberville DA, $1, Iberville Schools, same as what we're doing. Livingston Clerk of Court, $1. City of BR/EBR Parish, $1 first 10, and they scale down. EBR Clerk, $1. EBR Schools, same as what we want. EBR DA, $1. Ascension Parish, I didn't see those on the website. Ascension Clerk, $1. $2 if the clerk has to do it. West Feliciana Parish, they have kind of the inverse of what we're asking. West Feliciana Clerk, $1 per page. So, I mean, as you can see, compared to a lot of other entities around us, they've done kind of the same thing. That's what we're asking, especially for that 75% deposit. So if you have any questions, happy to answer.
I think we're good.
Sounds like you done your homework, John.
Thank you there, Chance.
Thanks, Chance.
I have a motion by Mr. Crowe, second by Mr. Hotar to approve. I'm opening the machines, vote for approval. That resolution passed. Item 14, consider subdivision plats, condemnations, waivers, and matters related thereto. Item 8, consider ratification of condemnation of derelict structure located at 6713 Highway 190 West, Port Allen, Louisiana, 70767. Parcel number 41003600. As described by the WBR assessor, Lot Z continuation of 2.62 acres SD of Grimion property, 34A- through 36, CB 301E-24, owned by Harlan and Janet Casciola. Case number 2025-488. Go ahead, Darryl.
Yeah, council members, I just want, if anybody hasn't been introduced to Miss Ashley Hatfield, she's been our front desk, permit tech for a couple years now. Just over a year?
Just over a year.
Yeah, just like me. Miss Maddie Coy, left our office, so she's filling in her role. Just kind of wanted to introduce y'all for whenever your own complaints come up, she will be your point of contact.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you, Miss Ashley. Well, welcome to the council meeting. Go ahead.
So the first set of pictures was taken on 5/19. As you can see, we have overgrown vegetation inside and outside of the structure, no doors, missing ceiling, flooring. As of 2 days ago, we went by to take pictures. The structure is almost completely gone.
It's
So,
gone now.
yes,
It's gone now.
yes.
But they still have Hollywood, but he's just working on it.
Yeah.
So we still have to vote on this, or?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yes,
We do.
still
We just ratifying.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just for our office, just so we kind of have a deadline just for them to work off of, just in case they don't leave a pile of debris there.
Yep.
As an eyesore.
Okay. All right, so I got a motion by Kurt, 60 days? I think that's what we normally, you good with that?
60, yeah.
So I got a motion by Mr. Lane, second by Mr. Babin to give them 60 days. There's no other discussion amongst the council. Need a vote button. Open the machines, vote for approval. That motion passed. Moving to item B, consider ratification of condemnation of derelict structure located at 7590 Highway 190 West, Port Allen, Louisiana, parcel number 05226100004300, as described by the WBR assessor. Part of Lot 5 in Section 35, T6S, R11E, continuation of .5766 of an acre, being part of Payne property, 26A-43, CB 213, E147, CB 214, E58, 59, E60, and E61, owned by Augustine Bingham et al. Case number 2025-721. Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Okay, on this one, the pictures were taken on 9/9. We have a lot of junk and debris inside and outside. Open flooring, a lot of mold inside, all throughout the structure. The sewer treatment plant has fell in. And as of 2 days ago, no progress has been made.
Have you contacted the owner of this property?
Yes. The son did come in and said he wanted to start working on it. No progress has been made.
Yeah, he probably wants to get cleaned up.
Okay. Got a motion by Ms. Andre, second by Mr. Gordon, to go ahead and move forward and approve this. 60 days, Ms. Andre? All right. I'm opening the machines, vote for approval. That motion passed. Item 15, correspondence report, Ms. Michelle.
Yes, sir. The correspondence, we have our next planning and zoning meeting actually has been canceled due to a clear agenda. We do have a quarterly fire board meeting on Thursday, October 23rd. And we have a meeting at 5:30 that day, and you Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So all of y'all break out all y'all pink, so we can take
Hallelujah.
I got a stain on it. I'm gonna wear it with,
All right.
I'm gonna have it with the little ribbons right
I got a motion by Mr. Crowe to adjourn.
I'm
coming. I need
No, my wife's coming to pick me up.
I'm about to bring you my boat,
I saw you was down on the coast last weekend. I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.